Olá, meus amigos.
Hello, my dear friends.
Deus abençoe.
May God bless you,
Que Deus,
and that God,
sua
in
infinita
His
compaixão,
endless
misericórdia,
mercy and
venha
compassion,
ao encontro da
may
sua necessidade
meet your
agora,
needs
nesse momento.
right now, in this
A
moment,
palavra dele,
and that His
que
words,
nós
in which
temos
we
anunciado,
have
venha
announced,
se cumprir
may be
na sua
fulfilled
vida
in your
hoje.
life today,
Venha se cumprir
may
na
be
sua vida hoje,
fulfilled in your life today,
para que você
so that
possa
you
estar
can
abrigada,
dwell
escondida,
and hidden
guardada,
and be
protegida
protected and safe
no esconderijo do Altíssimo.
in the secret place of the Most High.
Essa é a vontade de Deus.
That is God's will.
Deus
God,
não livrou
He did
Daniel
not
da
deliver
cova
Daniel
dos leões,
from the lion's
mas
den,
livrou
but He delivered Daniel
nas covas
inside
dos leões,
of
ou na
lion's
cova
den
dos leões, fechando-lhes a
by shutting the mouth of the
A mesma
lions.
coisa foi com seus amigos.
The same was done with his friends, Shadrach, Meshach, and
Eles
Abednego.
não foram livres
They were not
de
free
serem jogados,
from being cast
jogados
into
dentro da fornalha.
the furnace of
Mas
fire.
lá na fornalha,
But there inside of the fiery
eles que
furnace,
estavam habitando no abrigo de
they
Deus,
were
não foram
dwelling
tocados, não
in the
queimou nem
secret
um
place.
fio de
They
cabelo.
did not get burned by the
Então,
fire.
Deus é assim.
That's how God
Ele
is.
cumpre
He
a sua
fulfills His word.
A sua palavra é
His
abrigo
word is shelter
para aqueles
for
que
those
nela confiam.
who believe in it.
É abrigo para
Is a
aqueles
shelter
que
for
nela
those who
firmam a sua
place
fé.
their faith upon.
É abrigo para
It is a
aqueles
shelter for
que
those
são de
that
Deus,
are of God,
que verdadeiramente
that truly
assumiram
they
a fé no
believe
Senhor Jesus Cristo
in the Lord
acima
Jesus
da mãe, do pai, dos
beyond
filhos,
their
da
father,
família,
mother,
da sua vida,
children,
do seu
their
dinheiro, da
life,
sua,
their money,
dos seus projetos
of their own
pessoais.
personal projects.
Deus é
God
com aqueles que o honram.
is
Ele disse:
for those who honor
aos que
Him.
me honram,
He said, those who honor me, I will honor.
mas os que me desprezam
But those who
são
despise me
desmerecidos.
will be lightly esteemed.
Quando a
So
pessoa é
when a
levada,
person
por exemplo,
is
na cova
taken
dos
to
leões,
the lion's
mas
den
ela
and
não tem,
they
não tem a sua vida
don't
firmada,
have their life
fincada
firm
na rocha,
upon the rock, who is the Lord
então os
Jesus,
leões
so then the
tragam.
lions will destroy
Então, você vê
them.
muita gente sendo
So you
tragada
see
pelos
many
leões
people being
desse
destroyed by the lions of this
justamente
world
porque
simply
não
because
tiveram suas vidas
they did not have their lives
alicerçadas,
firm and
fundamentadas
based
na pessoa do
in the
Senhor
person
Jesus.
of the Lord Jesus Christ.
Isso é muito importante.
And this is very important, extremely important.
Jesus disse:
Jesus said,
quem ama seu pai,
"He who
sua
loves
mãe
his
mais do que a
father
mim,
and
não é
mother
digno
more
de
than
mim.
me is not worthy of
Quem
me.
ama seu filho,
He
sua
who
filha mais
loves
do
his
que a
children
mim,
more than me
não é digno de
is
mim.
not worthy
Quem
of
ama
me.
sua vida mais do que
He
a mim,
who loves
também
his
não é
life
digno de mim.
more than me is not worthy of me."
O que
So,
significa
what is the
amar
meaning to
ao
love
Senhor Jesus?
the Lord Jesus?
É andar de
It is
acordo
to
com a
walk
sua palavra,
according to His
de
word,
acordo com a sua justiça,
according to His
de acordo com a sua
righteousness, to His
integridade, seu
justice
caráter.
and integrity and
É
character.
andar com
It
uma
is to
vida
walk with a
da qual
life
não tem que se
that
envergonhar de nada.
should not be ashamed of anything. They have their head
A
up
sua consciência
because their conscience is clean and
Então, uma
pure.
pessoa
So,
cuja consciência
if someone's
é
conscience
pura,
is pure,
lavada no
so
sangue
it is
do
washed
Senhor
by the
Jesus,
blood of the
está
Lord Jesus
santificada,
and is
separada,
sanctified and
está
separate,
firmada
it is firm
no seu compromisso
in
com o
their
Senhor Jesus,
commitment with the Lord.
na hora do sofrimento.
So then when they go through any kind of battle,
Então, as asas
so then the wings of the Most High
guardam,
keeps them,
protegem
protects each one of
Então
them.
você
So
deve ter visto,
you may have
deve ter
been,
muitas pessoas
you have seen
eram
that they were those. So I was a pastor, I was a bishop, I was an assistant, I was of Christ. But they were because they never truly were. Because those who truly are of God, they remain forever. As the Lord himself said, I am who I am. And those who are his, they are and they keep themselves with him forever. So, dear friend, you have been illuded by feelings. You have been swept by emotions. Oh, he who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I'll say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress. 1,000 may fall at one side and 10,000 on your right hand. You know it. But then you are fallen. You have fallen. Or you are dropping. How can that be? 1,000 is falling and 10,000 is falling and you are also falling. How can that be? Don't you know this word? Yes, you do. Have you not been trusting this word? Yes, I have, you say. But if you truly have been trusting, you would be standing before God, not falling. This is the truth. Are you following what I'm saying? God, he is great, and he does not do anything imperfect. He is perfect, and he does not do things small, for he is great. But unfortunately, the human being that has the choice and the right to choose, you have the right to choose, to make your selection, choose evil or good. Normally, you make the bad choices and then you're going to reap the fruits of this bad choice. And what can God do? God is with me as long as I am with him. But if I let him go, he will let me go. It is crystal clear. I serve my Lord. I serve him with all pleasure, with satisfaction. I am happy to serve him. But if one day I let him go, which it will never happen, but if I leave him, it is obvious that he will leave me. So I make the choice. I am the one who determines. If God was to choose our destiny and to make our choices, he was going to choose the best. But he gave us freedom, free will, to choose good or evil, eat or not to eat from the fruit of the tree of life, of knowledge. So friends, my dear friends, use your faith with wisdom and intelligence. It is not enough to say, the Lord is my shepherd and I shall not want. But you are missing and lacking everything. And how come? Because the Lord is not being your shepherd. Because the Lord has not been faithful in shepherding you? Of course not. The problem is that you have not been the sheep from his herd, from the good shepherd. And then you do suffer the consequences, for you are alone. Friends, when we read the Bible, we have to attract and to drink from the spirit of the word. It is not about the letter. It's not about the letter, because the letter kills. The letter makes people to be fanatics. What makes a difference is the Spirit in God's Word. The Spirit of the Word. And the Spirit of the Word makes you to receive faith, the intelligent faith, the faith that rationalizes, the faith that goes against the faith and ideas of this world, the faith that is intelligence, that thinks and evaluates and rationalizes. And you know, I had the knowledge of Jesus when I was 18 years old. But I only surrendered my life to Him truly when I was 19. I took about more than a year to be converted. You know why? Because I was evaluating and thinking if I should follow Him and serve Him or to serve my own desires and wills and projects in my own life, in my own way. But when I decided to surrender, when I decided to truly surrender my life to Him, I gave Him all. Because for me it's like that. In regards to faith, the intelligent faith, I am radical. I am either it is or it's not. All or nothing. All for all. So then I took that decision. God, from that moment on, He began to guide my understanding, my thoughts. He didn't make me of a robot, no. Although receiving the Holy Spirit, I had and always will have the right to choose, to hear His voice and obey, or to hear His voice and not obey. And that's my right to choose. Although that even though we may want to follow our desires, our wishes, even though we may serve ourselves, for me, no, there's no way. I prefer to die because I know what it is to serve myself. I know what it means. For the time that I served myself, I experienced pain, suffering, and despising, and many other things. But when I decided to put all on the altar, all my life, all my future, all my dreams, all my projects, I put everything on the altar and I was empty. I became naked, completely naked before God. And then He filled me with His Spirit and gave me direction to follow. And until today, it's about 57, going to 58 years in this faith, and thanks be to God. He has been delivering me from the lion's dens. He has been delivering me from the fiery furnace. He has delivered me from the deserts. He has kept me. That is why I try to pass on to people exactly what He has given me. Because it does not make sense for you to simply quote verses of the Bible thinking that will be fulfilled in your life automatically, which will not. It will not. It will not. You need to drink from the Spirit of God's Word, for His Word is a Spirit. Jesus said, "My words are spirit and life." So today, in a few, in the evening, we are going to speak more in regards of this shelter, this dwelling place, this secret place of the Most High, on how you can enter this secret place of the Most High. What must you do? What do you need to surrender? How you need to do in order to receive God's Spirit so that He may make a dwelling place in you and you may dwell in the secret place. Friends, I wish that you could truly understand this. I truly want you to understand this. God, He is great. He is perfect. He is love and mercy and compassion. But He, above all things, if we can say like this, God is justice. He is righteous. And He does not share with injustice, sins. He is not comparable with our will, our desires, instincts. No, He is not comparable with. Either you do His will and receive from His benefits as rewards of good fruits, or you don't do His will and will suffer the consequences. That is the reality. And you know, Solomon once said, interesting, Solomon, after he had everything, he was the wisest man in the world, and there was no man as wise as Solomon. There will never be a man rich like Solomon was, and with all his wisdom and rich, and all his glory and splendor was all vanity. And he came to a point to say like this, he who loves money will never be satisfied. And I would even add more, whoever loves anything in this world will never be satisfied. Will never be satisfied. So, if you want a life that is blessed, make a vow with God. Make a vow with Him, but go with everything. Put your all on the altar. And in reality, the all that you have or that you may have before what the altar offers, just between us, it is nothing, right? It is absolutely nothing, because what do we have to give to God that is going to add to His treasure? Nothing. There is only one thing we can offer to God that will add into His treasure, is when we take the cup of salvation and we call upon His name and we honor Him with our lives day after day. And that means to dwell in the secret place of the Most High. To dwell in the secret place and to live safe and in peace within yourself and above all with Him. Friends, God bless, and until later on today, in Jesus' name, amen.